And for the first time, I am in 2 different hotels in one city at the same time. And that's because while I'm in Nagoya, because I made that last second cancellation to Kyoto, they were just different availabilities at different hotels. So I've just spent 4 hours in Raszero chilling out on my laptop because I needed to wait from one checkout to one check-in. But what have we got here? Well, the view, you know, it's an actual window this time. There's buildings. There's a pretty manky roof over there, but that's to be expected, you know. I'm in the middle of Nagoya. That's the view here. But what is interesting is it was cheaper for me to get twin beds here than a single bed because that's what was available. There's no desk. Oh, there's no fridge actually. No fridge is unusual unless there's one hiding here. No fridge, that's unusual. My banana milk will have to go undrunk. There's no desk, but there is a nice little desk like chair and this, so I can still have somewhere to sit that isn't a bed. Is that a fridge? That might be a fridge. Oh, it might be a fridge, but it doesn't seem to be working, even though I plugged it in. Oh, I hadn't put my key in the slot, so it's probably going to turn on now, actually. Okay, yeah, that is the strangest fridge I've ever seen. Anyway, big TV we're not going to use. Bathroom. Bath looks pretty deep again. Got all the things you need. Lovely. So, last 2 days in Nagoya, I literally have no plans today, but tomorrow we're going for the highlight of the video to Ghibli Park. And it is the last day of my travels, and it is bad rain and wind that I've come. Whereas some outside, some inside, Ghibli Park. Now, unlike most theme parks, Ghibli is slightly confusing. There's 3 separate theme parks with 3 separate places that you need to buy different entry tickets to at different entry times. You kind of need to know how long you want to spend in each. And then you've got to get to those. I've just gone to the wrong one first and been directed to where I need to go, but luckily I arrived plenty early to deal with it. So the first place I visited, I spent 11 minutes there because it turns out it was from a Ghibli film I haven't seen, so there's a lot less to appreciate. I thought it was Kiki's Delivery Service, but it's Whispers of the Heart, so I'll have to watch that now and appreciate it post-mortem. But anyway, on to the main event. Ow. I'm now on my way to the final park, and I thought while I've got that 5-minute walk, 10-minute walk, give a little bit of my view on the main event. I think it was cool. Some of the parts I thought would be better, quite small. There was a decent amount of queuing. There was a lovely animation about a cute dog that I enjoyed. Yeah, I think it made me realise I have not seen as many Ghibli films as I thought. There's a lot of things which are just kind of going over my head. But that's my fault for not doing the research beforehand. It's a nice wooden bit to get between the parks though, so you don't need to figure it out. Just get to the forest through the forest. One thing that I think is very interesting, which I'm noticing, is I hear music in this direction. There was no music in the warehouse, other than like a few sections. I put my headphones on and put a Studio Ghibli soundtrack on, just 'cause it felt like there should be one. So that was really weird. The next section is some kind of forest path. I feel like this isn't it, but the lady said go this way. This place is confusing because it's so spread out, and you have to be in different places in different times depending on what ticket it is. It's like coordinating it. I don't know. It's unique. So this is the forest. This is a recreation of the house from Raszero, and I think, again, there's not that much to see. It's a pretty small house. I think if you really care to look into every tiny detail, you probably pick up a lot if you're a big fan of the film. But I feel like I'm more of a casual Ghibli fan, and it's very in-depth. But I like that it exists. That's cool. I think, again, it's just like 10 minutes. If you're looking to book your times for Ghibli Park, 10 minutes. If you're not a massive Ghibli fan and want to look into every detail, will be fine for everything but the warehouse, where I spent about 3 hours. So I would say, if I was going to go again, I'd say the warehouse is worth the money. The other two, I'd rather have my 1,000 yen, probably. But if you're a bigger fan than me, you're going to get your money's worth. Overall, I think even just the whole experience, I prefer the Ghibli Museum in Tokyo. And that's a fraction of the price, much more central. Nagoya, you have to kind of go out your way for. But I'm happy that I've seen it regardless. Honestly, the Japanese garden right next door is more entertaining than some of the Ghibli bits. I do love the Japanese garden.